The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning. Let's have some fun today. Once you get a tablet and a pen, let's see what we can do today to change your life. Now, everybody's got an idea. Everybody's got a dream. Unfortunately, what they're lacking is that knowledge and rules and tools. How to get to million, then billion. I'll show you how I did it. This is live. All right, I always do things that are live. I don't like pre-recorded blah, blah, blah. But I'm going to give you a blah, blah, blah. I want you to challenge me and ask me a question or two. Now, remember, no pictures, no recording. Write it down, put it here, write down today's date. Let's go chase the dream. Ultimate goal, basically, I like the goodies. All right, 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday, you can get a hold of me. All right, basically, rags to riches. What can I say? I got born in a taxi. She didn't want me. She threw me away. Mrs. Hope got me too, and used and abused me too. I wanted out of hell. That's just the truth. But I'll show you how I got my first 100,000 to million to billion. If you pay attention today, I look behind that curtain. You see, the reality is most people follow like sheep and ducks. We're going to stop that today. When they said money for a rainy day when I was a kid, I asked what that meant. They couldn't explain it to me. So I came up with a solution for that too. I'd like you to get out your personal credit cards or your personal wallet right now. I'd like you to put a sticky behind every card. Write it down. It's a procedure. Everything I do is a procedure. So let's have 2 cards with $100,000. There you go. Now understand what this means. I want you to write down 100,000. I want you to write down Ray's rules. I want you to use the rules and tools that I developed for Ken Yarborough at TRW and Aspirin years ago. 25, 29%. Write it down. You're never going to take a card past 29%. That'll give you 71,000 of safety credit. In case blankets the fan, lost a job, or pandemic. By the way, that's called line of defense. Next, we can't put all our eggs in one basket. That wouldn't make any sense. They couldn't explain it to me, so I developed something years ago. Now let's ask the question. Do you have a corporation or would you like one? Here's the problem. Corporations are great. But here's the problem in a corporation. You'll see it on Secretary of State's website. So every corporation is registered with the Secretary of State of that state, and all of a sudden they see the corp, they see you. Now I learned that at 7.5 years old. Understand, I want to pay attention today. So if they sue the corp, they sue you. That makes no sense. But then you look at the banks, grocery stores in the cities, they file bankruptcy on branch numbers. So they get rid of pieces and get a tax credit. You can do the same thing if you learn how to play. You see, I invented divisions in 1985, 86. And I want you to understand, so as long as you have no intent to do fraud, you can disconnect, isolate, incorporate a division, and if you had to, you could bankrupt the piece and go back to the corp and the divisions, the other pieces, like the branches of banks and grocery stores do in cities. So the next thing is let's put all our ducks in a row. That just means a corporation with 3 divisions and basically never bringing the pain home up to $1 million. See, there's a solution for almost everything you're trying to do. Let's build a blueprint for you. Let me repackage your life, please. I'll get you to $1 million. If you want to get you to $1 billion. See, the lack of knowledge makes us do stupid things. We're not stupid, but we tend to do some silly things that fall like sheep and ducks. Now, if you're chasing the goal, look at the picture. Which one are you? The reality is very simple today. You see, let me show you what the mistake is that everybody makes in the United States of America Incorporated. And they all tend to make the same mistake. See, they don't understand SSN versus SS4. So let's think about this. Let's look at the SSN. By the way, that's a Social Security card. We get that and understand, here's the rules. Before Nixon took the gold standard out, our government and presidents, they took all the gold and they confiscated it. They took it away from you. Then all of a sudden, Nixon took the gold standard out. And then basically it was simple to that. Every woman had to sign an SSN at the hospital when the baby was born. They got to bond the baby for $35 million apiece and print some more money. So they get the honey too. So let's use SSN. When people got credit cards in the 70s and 80s, they did not use their SSN. Credit card came in the mail. Now let's understand, we the people. We the people. That means we get an SSN. Every dollar we bring in, tax, and probate when we're dead. And they reach in the grave and take the rest of that too. Let's compare it to the SS4. How does a bank or grocery store file bankruptcy on locations called branch numbers called subsidiaries? Oh, they have separate tax IDs. We can play if we learn how to play today. Why don't we look at the SS4 form? Let's pay attention today because it says legal name of entity, corp, division, subsidiary, or an individual person. So if we understand the rules and tools, we could actually win the game. Your name can be on line 1. So SSN equals 1040 tax return. The SS4 equals 1120 tax return, and that's known as the tax ID. By the way, you never had to bring the pain home in the first place. Your problems, you'd be falling like ducks and sheep. This is truly a second chance to play. Now let's look at the United States of America Incorporated. They got 50 corporations. They call them states. States and corporations call them cities. And you know what they invented? A Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act. So that means they can bankrupt the debt and stay in business in front of you. And then you can complain and go boom all the way home. You see, your problem is you didn't learn to play. That's why we're with the people. And between the 14th Amendment of the Constitution and Supreme Court, corporation's a legal person. So let's stop bringing the pain home. Is that okay? Let's put all your ducks in a row and understand why I created division process. I kept a promise to myself I'd never bring the pain home. So that's the ultimate goal. Next, I wanted to have a second chance if I needed one too. You see, you're going to need 9 divisions of you. I'll show you why as we play. Now, I'm an affiliate to 119 creditors. I'll tell you 10 are great, the rest are eh. Here's the dashboard. Can you pay attention? You see on the bottom here, it says, I can provide SSN or SS4. You see that? I even circled it for you too. So I can provide either one of these, and I can build credit reports of Experian, Treasury, and Equifax. That allows me on the behalf of you, corporation, division, subsidiary. You see, that's the only form you can play. Now understand today, we got to understand how a credit file is built as we play the game. I'd like you to write down a division of me. Can you do that for me, please? See, here's the thing we got to focus about. All right, I was watching Tickety Talk the other day. I Googled and I looked at Google and YouTube too, and I take all these people that are talking about the blah, 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 and I look at the license plate and I just run the license plate and find that they leased the car or rented it for a couple hours. At least tell the truth. You know, these dummies don't know what they're talking about. They don't have the money or the honey or the goodies. Why are they going blah, blah, blah? Let's just tell you the truth. Here's $1 million Lamborghini. Here's the keys. Boom, boom. If I guarantee that Lamborghini from me and my SSN, and if I screw it up and I can't pay that $6,800 a month, what's going to happen? The creditor's going to take the car and they're going to report me to the IRS, and that's a 1099-C. Now I got 2 problems. I screwed up. Oh, goody. If I put it to the corp and the corporation sued, they sue me. That'd be kind of stupid. The biggest problem you have to understand is you need to run your life through a division process. What I designed for me, now you can use it too. So what did I do? I bought the Lamborghini through a division of a corporation. Now I showed you SSN, SS4. Got that? So I can guarantee that Lamborghini, $1,600 a month from me, the SSN. Stop. That'd be stupid. Or I do it for the SS4. Let's do the SS4. I got no intent to do fraud. But if I have a problem and I can't pay that Lamborghini $1,600 a month, what am I going to do? I'm going to do the 3-step because I have no intent to do fraud. Write it down. I'm going to disconnect, isolate, incorporate. If I can't save it because I'm going to try for about 6 months, I'm going to bankrupt the hell out of it and go back to the corp and the other divisions. Why would anybody ever bring the pain home? I don't understand stupid. Do you understand stupid? The reality is you follow like ducks and sheep. That's just called silly and dumb. We can't do that anymore. We got to learn to play. Let's understand today, when you lease that building, don't you dare sign that lease as you. You sign it as a division of you. And when you lease it, the lease is in the division name. Because if they sue the corp, they sue you. Either way, you're still a duck. Well, that sucks. So what do we get to do? How about the house too? Now let's understand. Remember, we said SSN, SS4. Let's pay attention. SSN is tax, 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 and probate till we're dead. We get the leftover. SS4, we don't pay tax until we make a profit. We get to pay the bills first. Buy a Lamborghini. Pay tax later. It's simple to do if you play the game. Now, every credit card you ever get, understand, under the Fair Lending Act, is entitled to 99 more. When I take the $53 million of credit on dashboards and the cards I've been building since I was 9.5 years old and use it for you, I can build you credit for a corporation, division, or subsidiary, or even for you too. So let's understand, you got to learn to play. All right, so a division of me and a division for each item. Now understand, we're going to build a corporate umbrella. Got that? That was the goal, managing entities. So I want you to look at your corporation today. If you have one, I'd like you to Google, search Secretary of State website, find your corp, find your name. Hopefully it scares the crap out of you. And then from there, make sure you didn't use your home address. I'll pray you didn't do that. If you did, jump up and call yourself silly and stupid. Who would use their home address? No wonder you got robocalls and junk mail. You did it to yourself. So let's understand, we're going to put our ducks in a row. Is that okay? You see, the bottom line is if a corporation is sued, or you guarantee something, it's in the SSN or SS4. If there's a lawsuit occurs, did you know just became a duck? Wouldn't that suck? Why would you be a duck? Banks and grocery stores don't do that, or cities. Divisions give you the line of defense. Would you like to play? You're going to understand they're more privately anyway. The bottom line is we can have some fun. Now, understand something today. When you guarantee, who's going to guarantee SSN, SS4? I think you should SS4. From the credit card to the franchise to the properties too. Probably 2 divisions for each item. Now, if you do it my way and have no intent to do fraud, something goes wrong and you got rid of a division, guess what happens? You have no intent to do fraud. You're no longer a duck, because that'd suck. So let's understand today. If you allow me to take the corporation you have and build credit to it, cash credit cards, or if you want divisions or both of those too, I'll build you the 100,000 to $1 million. Is that okay? All right, but then basically that's up to you. See, here's the problem. When you use personal credit to start a business and you jack it up, you get stuck, you can't get any more, and you can write out dilly squat. That's called stupid. Sorry, that would just be stupid to do. When we build cash credit to the corporation, you can write off the interest rate and the credit card. This is the truth. It'll set you free. If you screwed up anything, it'd be a division, not the corporate, not your family. So I kept my promise to me not to bring the pain on. Why haven't you? You've got a bottom line. It's learn to play. So cash credit, write off, personal credit, not. So let's do this today. Let's write it down on a separate piece of paper. I'd like you to write down credit, loan, money. Credit equals loan equals money. So let's take a Wells Fargo card. Anything above usually $10,000 of cash credit doesn't show up on personal credit reports. So if I took out $100,000 off of a card and I reference it 3 and times by 5, that becomes $1.5 million loan. If I take that loan and I go buy a franchise using borrowed money since it's not taxable, after the bills are paid, I got 38% left over. If I buy an apartment complex, after all the bills are paid using borrowed money again, there's 41% left over too. For 30 years, it goes up, up, and away. And all that's left to the corporation and not you or your family, because we don't want to get stuck with probate. Corporations live forever. You can't. So you can learn to play today if you want. So that first $100,000 is pretty important if you ever want financial freedom. But that's up to you. So let's look at this $100 million building, across from South Coast Plaza Mall, Lamborghini, $5 million mansion, and a race boat. They all have the Ray Reynolds University.com name on it. I obtained them. Would you like to learn to play? See, that first 100,000 is the ultimate goal to get to the million. Next thing is, how bad do you want it? All right, would you like to be a corporate millionaire? The ultimate goal, you got one source, you're stuck with me. I'm online 6 days a week live, so understand I like the goodies. You like the goodies too? I only say things I obtained. Is that okay? So if you want to be a corporate millionaire, let me know, and I'll get you basically lined up too. As we play, let me add you to my credit system. That's just one of the 39 mansions I obtained. That one's $5 million. So if you allow me to analyze you and basically show you the American dream, I'm going to analyze your credit. All right, and that's the ultimate goal, to analyze your credit as we build up and away, and have some fun too as we do this as well, and get you new credit right away. But pay attention. I'm going to look at your spirit and your treasure and Equifax, and I want to get you to 750 score in 90 working days. And I don't care if you have a bankruptcy or anything in the past too, I can still build you up and away. Now, I've been teaching and preaching for 45 years. So if you want to get stuck with me 6 days a week, let me know. It's simple to do. We got choices. So now I got this event coming up. We're going to review the 18 books I wrote years ago, the Millionaires Founders Kit, the full blueprint, real estate system. We're going to go through the financial series too, Become the Bank of Buckets of Money. It's on the 28th and 29th and 30th of this month. If you want to go, let us know. What's your goal? Simple. Now me, born in a taxi. Mrs. Hope used and abused me too. Reality is I use that as an example to show you you can get through anything. So if you want your journey to begin, start it with me today. Ultimate goal is very simple. I like goodies. You like goodies? How many goodies would you like to see? Obtaining the goodies, simple to do, as long as you know how to play the game and learn to win. That's the ultimate goal. So as we play today, keep in mind, all right, I accomplished all my goals, and basically having a paycheck for 30 years. So here's me breaking the world record in 81. I kicked the door jam at 10, kicked the basketball hoop later on. And I go, whoa. See, by the way, white men do jump, just stupid people say we don't. Next year, I kicked out the lights when the Guinness Book of Records came in and said, there's wires. And then he came back and said, there's no wires, it's an aluminum building. No blank, Sherlock. Simple. See, you can reach your goals no matter where you're from, but it's up to you. So keep in mind, how bad do you want it? Would you like to be a corporate millionaire? Now, I got 10 classes on Saturday live. You can play for 8 of them if you want to, up to 90 days to a lifetime. As we play, you got to stop bringing the pain home. And the lack of knowledge is why people do that, is silly and dumb. Sorry, we're not stupid, but we tend to do stupid things too. Without the lack of knowledge, we need the knowledge how to play. Now I'm the #1 consultant worldwide. Let's play with me today. Truly, I am God's example. So do you hear no? I don't hear no. When someone says no, I want to go around the no and tear it apart. They say no because they don't know how to play. So you got 1,000 steps to millionaire. You can become a certified CFO. Ultimate goal, like the Ray Reynolds University, I'm going to leave about 10 billion to it. Ultimate goal, and have fun. Now, when I got to the 2.6 billion corporate structure at 26, nobody wanted to play because I wanted to do it for free. We call this my hobby. So what happens is very simple today. Don't be surprised, I'm going to give you back 100% to 10 times your money in some of our programs. Is that okay? If I take away your excuses today, here's a corporation managing divisions. Write it down, because you watch your Bank of America bankrupt 5,000 locations. You watch Chase do it, U.S. Bank and Wells Fargo. You watch basically Sam's Club, Geico, Cities. See, don't you think you should learn to look behind the curtain and learn how to play? Stop bringing the pain home and become a certified CFO starting today. But again, it's up to you to pre-program your brain to millionaire status. So remember, I started my blueprint when I was 9.5 years old, and I call it See It, Believe It, Go Get It. So we could play. Now we got to look at the 14th Amendment in the Constitution, and we got to look at what? The Supreme Court. They say a corporation is a legal person. Here's SSN versus SS4. Why don't we use both and go to the IRS website and go to irs.gov and get a hold of a 1244? So we can file a corporation called an S corp called single filing. See, my thought of the week is very simple. Stop bringing the pain home. That's what everybody does. Don't ever take it personally, but I don't understand stupid. Anybody who jacks up their cards, drops a score, gets stuck, can't get any more, and on top of that can't write out diddly squat. When I've been teaching and preaching for 45 years to make sure you never do that, I don't understand. See, when you want to stop bringing the pain on, let me know, because it's very simple. Divisions give you the line of defense. Do you not hear me? All right, I don't understand. Division is the line of defense, so you don't bring the pain on. That's why I designed it for me. Let's repackage your life. Let's do it my way, because I think your way sucks. Sorry to say, it's just true. How about we look at the corporation managed entities? Stop bringing the pain on, put our ducks in a row. Let me repackage you into the corporate umbrella. There you go. That's all we need to do. Simple. I'm the incorporator for rich and famous people, homeless and people coming out of prison too. What did you do? You had your kitchen table meeting. Oh, goody. We're going to start a business, honey. Let's get all the friends and family. Let's jack up our credit cards. Let's hawk the house. Let's screw it up. Well, that's what 9 out of 10 people do. All right, that's why they get bad and shitty credit today, because they don't know how to play. See, I hope these are turned up today. See, why don't you write down today's date? Let's project 90 working days. Let's see it, believe it, let's go get it. I'll go get it for you. I'll even hand you the keys. I wrote Winning the Game of Business 45 years ago. The books I sold at the Bonaventure, full blueprint to millionaire for $5,000 a set. Real estate system too. You got a financial freedom and become the bank in buckets of money. So during a broadcast only, I tend to give it free. All right, you get 1 set per life. That's it. If you spend $9.99, if not, you can spend $9.99 today to get them from that for you too. Starting a business, you better hold your breath, because you're running a business. You got your friends and family around you. You know they're going to knock you down or catch you. You're going to fall off the cliff. So me, I've been very simple. Ever since I was a little boy, I get up at 2:25 every day. I said, thank you, Jesus, for another day. I go look in the mirror. See, I didn't get a real mommy and a daddy and a family. I got used and abused, and it sucks. So I got to put myself in check. What do? You tend to listen to your friends and family, and they call out your direction once you start listening to me just a little bit. July 4th, 2009. Doesn't matter if you were billions and millions and billions of dollars. I got 3 yachts in my backyard. I got everything I want, helping everybody 6 days a week. Next day, after my wife says, let's take out one of the yachts to watch the fireworks. There I am, H1N1. I died at 5:41. Even had to go to court to remove that too, because they said I was deceased. From there, simple. I heard someone trick my wife to sign a POA. I heard someone ask my wife if I was a donor. Luckily, Jesus gave me a choice to stay in peace or go back. So I said go back that day. See, I had to move 24 times since I was 11.5 years old. I've been shot twice and knifed 6 times too. So let's understand today. We got no excuses. That's the ultimate goal. So you can play if you want. I got a book coming out this year called Jesus is Not a Drive-Thru. Being a Christian's a way of life, not a moment in time. So let's start with showing you some goodies like Lamborghinis. Let's show you some Duffys and some mansions I obtained, how I broke the record for the highest kick and why it made you jump. Stupid people say we don't. Let's show you some more Lamborghinis. That's fun. From there, let's get some race boats in the backyard, helicopter, U-Dock, yachts, and some Ferraris. Is that okay? If I teach you to play with Ray's rules today, keep in mind, what is it called again? See it, believe it, go get it. The ultimate goal. It's going to be up to you to follow through while I do the work for you. Credit repair, sorry. It's a fraud. Federal Trade will tell you that every day. Once you write down section 611, see what you can do for yourself today. Now, what happens with these credit repair flaky companies, they're writing stupid letters saying, not mine, not late. They're trying to trick the credit bureau to remove your negative. See, what you got to do is understand your score is going down, not up. So if you got a bad debt and you need to negotiate, you got to man up, woman up, and be responsible. You can't rip off your creditor. So here's the easiest way. Negotiate open collection account. All cards at 25, 29%, but 2, and a wrapper refresh. Now you got a 750 score. Ultimate goal. So then you can sit there going beep, beep, all day long, or you can be a CFO for the corporation or divisions. So let's keep in mind, goodies, let's give you the first 25 steps today. Is that okay? So let's remember, Credit Karma, it's free. Let's analyze you. If you let me analyze your credit, I can add history. And I can build credit right away off my credit history for you. But again, 750 and 90 working days. Ultimate goal, we got to start in the beginning. Basics, let's look at the application for Social Security card. You see, Mama did this if Nixon took the gold standard out. If not, you did it before then. What did it say on line 1? Pretty simple to read. All right, name to be shown on card, full name of birth other than above. SSN's for the 1040 tax return. Why don't you read your Social Security card today? Pull it out of your personal wallet now, and read the front and back. I don't think you ever did it before. It's been sitting there doing nothing, collecting dust and falling apart too. So it says do not laminate. It says don't carry with you. And it always says do not use for ID purposes, but you did it anyway. And it says property assessment administration, not you. Ultimate goal, SSN's for the 1040 tax return. When you got your paycheck a long time ago, you thought that creditor, that company ripped you off. You see, what you realize is half your money was missing, and then they pointed out the IRS gets their cut. You get the leftover. That's what makes us ducks and sheep. Bah, quack, quack. You see, the goal is very simple today. We can learn to play looking at the 14th Amendment of the Constitution and Supreme Court, and then we look at SSN, SS4, we the people. Why don't we file one tax return for both and almost pay no tax ever again? It's a 1244. You see, if you listen and learn, you can play too. You get one SSN, one chance to try. Well, once we're trying, we're not dying. If we're not trying, we might as well be dead. They sue the corporation. They sue you. They basically, you make yourself a duck as an SSN. What are we supposed to do? Banks and grocery stores and cities have branch numbers. All right, corporations called subsidiaries. I create a division process. Why don't you pay attention to that today? Ultimate goal, becoming a certified CFO. Now I got to rebuild you into the SSN. So you can be a CFO for the corporation and the divisions too. At the same time, I'd like you to look at an SS4. I'd like you to understand you can be double CFOs. Did you know a division can guarantee credit for a division? Who can take you out of the equation in the first place down the road too? But again, now you're 2 CFOs. And what are we going to do? Put our ducks in a row. We're going to build a corporate umbrella. We're going to play. What, you think someone in the back room of Bank of America is guaranteeing crap? Banks and divisions can guarantee themselves. There's that form again. There's line 1, SSN equals 1040. And in the corner, it says SS5. That's the IRS. Why do we compare it to an SS4? Line 1 says your name. It says individual person. It says corporation, division, subsidiary. It's right there. It's called an entity. That's how they bankrupt locations. So you could actually learn to play and quit bringing the pain home to you. And the only form in the United States of America and also on planet Earth that allows one per entity happens to be this form, banking and credit purposes, SS4. You might want to learn to play. Corporations should only do 4 things. Buffer tax, no taxes due till you're profitable. Corporate credit, right off the interest rate in the credit card. Car fleet price, hotel fleet price. Hotel is the free buffet. Now then, the division should do 7 things in the beginning. Down the road, I'll show you the 89 ways if you want to play. Line of defense, simple. Screw up one, get another one if you have no intent to do fraud. Cheap, multiple functions. Buy at wholesale price. Multiple credit reports, real estate flippity-dippity-do, and separate liability. So write down divisions, give you the line of defense, please. Under a corporate umbrella, debt follows tax ID and allows me to build cash reports for you through my system too. Isn't that fun? Now, I will guarantee what I say I can do, 100%, as long as you pay attention and you follow through and you're part of the program. Don't violate. In other words, I add history to you, corporate divisions. Do yourself a favor. Do not apply for credit during the program and don't jack up cards. If you do, I got to close your case or charge you a fee. Please, if you have an open collection account, please negotiate it, please. Because what it does, it solves the problem. Your past can't chase your future. If you have an IRS problem, they have a simple form called 656 of 433 A and B. Step number 3, the ultimate goes up to you. Our goal is to do a wrapper refresh. 750 is waiting for you. As long as you're part of the program and let me repackage you. Ultimate goal. Don't forget the 3-step. I call it the KISS method too. Understand that 750 is waiting for you. So let's analyze you. Let's understand all customers will go through analyzation, credit history added to you or your corporation, all right, to become a corporate millionaire. Got it? So we're going to basically tear apart your reports. We're going to do a wrapper refresh. We're going to say, go to class on Saturday, please. We're going to say our target is $750, and we're going to basically charge you $999. We're going to give you a $1,000 cash card back so you can kind of reimburse yourself. During a broadcast like this, I discount at half price. It makes it $499. I'm your coach for 90 days, and the card becomes $500 to you. There's basically take a picture of Zelle. Zelle is Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@raisecredit.com, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. Ultimate goal. So let's understand today. If you want to give me referrals, please do. I'll build more credit for you. I'll Zelle you back 10%. But they have to say they're referred by you when they sign up. If not, they blew it for you. Now write down 888-567-8688, please. I want you to opt out the national mailing list. See, you're a voter. Congratulations. They sell that list 412 times a year. You got it capable. You have a corporation. Why don't you remove yourself off the national mailing list and opt out for at least 5 years, please? Next, the ultimate goal is pretty simple. I want you to plan the problem. Hey, I believe you had a friend and family member rip you off. I believe you spent thousands of crap, didn't work. Never forget safety credit that I designed years ago for you. Sticky, 25% maintained, never past 29, line of defense. Ultimate goal. All dashboards say 0 to 29 the way I designed it for the Yarborough. 30 is yellow, 50 is red. That sticky will give you the discipline you've been lacking all along too. So let's remember, the moment you say, I got an emergency, Ray, there's no excuse. All right, you got to stop and say, stop it. All right, because bottom line, if you jack these up, that's stupid, makes no sense. So when you jack it up, get stuck, can't get any more, all right, you can't ride dilly squats because you didn't pay attention today. You got 2 cards. You can max out $1 million as long as you maintain the payment. They never make your credit score fluctuate. It is your platinum and your gold card. These 2 will be your safety cards from now on, and your score will maintain 750 and above. Got it? All right, up to $1 million. Pay to a time limit too. What most people do, they lose their job, have an emergency. What do? Simple. They run out of time, they run out of money, then they can't wait to go jack up their credit cards. It's like they have an excuse. That has to stop today. From there, if you wanted $5,000 today, now, ask your friends, your family, and the bank. They usually say no. The average person wastes $50 every other day. Here's a $5,000 card in my hand. If I max it out today, the payment is $50 a month. The average person wastes every other day. So if we look at common sense, that's 140 weeks, $600 a month. If I take, again, $50,000 off a corporate credit card because it doesn't reflect to the personal credit the way I designed it for you, for me, the payment is $612.26. That means we can get 2 pizza restaurants during the pandemic that have a drive-through. Ultimate goal, common sense. So let's rebuild our lives to reaching the goal. Is that okay? And also believe in yourself. Me, I believe in God. I believe in me. So the bottom line is to keep the door jam at 10, like I said before. Then the basketball hoop. All I know is white men do jump. And a lot of people say stupid people say they don't. Fairly simple to do. As we play, don't forget Nixon. He took the gold standard out. Before then, their government confiscated all the gold from all of us too. We get to play. So what I want you to do is write down Ray's rules one more time today. 2 cards, 100,000, 29% utilization, 71,000 of safety credit case, blankets, a fan, lost a job, or a pandemic. We're not using personal credit to start a business. That's stupid. We're going to use corporate credit, build it on its own corporation divisions. You see what happens if you absorb the taxation, which you usually do. If you screw up, it's a division, and you basically get rid of the piece, protect the corp and the other pieces in your family. Why would anybody bring the pain home? They never had to. That's your cake you needed too. And that's Ray's rule. Step number 7 today. Become a certified CFO. Never bring the pain home. Simple to do. Bottom line is there I am in the coma. H1N1. I wish I would have said it and go boo, but I couldn't. But I got to be in another place and listen to the people in that room too. So Google the address today. So I've been in 2 comas. One I was crippled and Jesus said, get up. The last one I got to die and come back and help you. The devil's trying to knock us down and hold us back. But I believe God's laser on God's denials. It's up to you. So let's focus on chapter 18. Can we do that for me, please? Here we go. I circled it for you. Corporation's a legal person. It's right in the law book. Public record, not here to be CPA and attorney. It says, may sue or be sued. I wrote it down when I was 7.5, listening to the Hope family's poker game. I went back to the library for 2 years. I want to create a blueprint. One thing I asked the librarian next to the Torrance Police Department, what does this mean? She was rude. She didn't say a word, walked away, came back with a book. I read the book, and I realized there's no blueprint unless I design my own. That's what I did for you. So let's understand today, the lack of knowledge makes us do stupid things. All right, this whole world keeps screwing up their credit. It's ridiculous. Helping Hand, I am the founder of 9.5. 100,000 credit cards in the mail, got named to the movie Dave. All corporations are free. You pay a filing fee. That's it. If you paid thousands of dollars for a corp, you killed money. That's called stupid because you didn't learn diddly squat. Corporations and divisions are entitled to cash credit. How much would you like? That's called division process. I built credit for my cat years ago too. Egg Magazine, they interviewed me at the Bonaventure. And I said, use plastic to finance your business. And that was in the next edition too. Let's understand today. I'd like you to get out your magic wand. I want you to have 9 divisions of you. I want you to understand under the corporate umbrella. And you need to understand how to play. Every tax ID allows me to build credit reports. You see, again, someone's not in the back room of Bank of America. Guarantee the crap. That'd be ridiculous. Cash credit cards, lines of credit, checkbook money. The goal to play. You say you want $1 million, I'll say 9 divisions. You say 5, I'll say 41. Numbers do not lie. You can learn to play. So if the corporation you have today, I'll add divisions to it too and build you up to $1 million of credit. Would you like a card up to $1 million? Simple to do. Would you like 9 sisters? That's the next step. Ultimate goal, would you like a piece of property or a franchise in every division? One screws up, what are you going to do? Disconnect, isolate, incorporate. As long as you have no intent to defraud. Bankrupt a piece, you got 8 left to go. Set up another one too. Simple to do. You can learn to play the way I designed it years ago too. But it's up to you to follow along. You see, if I get you cash credit cards, will you loan it out, please? Loan out some money. In my book 45 years ago on page 6, it says cash flow free every time. You can enhance your paycheck or you can replace it. I call it free money. Every $50,000 is $2,000 positive cash flow. So we designed this correctly. It's $8,000 and $15,000 a month. Would you like some money? Be an investor too? There you are, $190,000 a month, 41 divisions. It's in my book called Buckets of Money. So I want to make you a money-making machine. Is that okay? I like goodies. Would you like some goodies? All right, don't you think the goodies are nice? How bad you want it? You become a corporate millionaire? Don't forget my dashboard. I get to build reports under person, corp, division, subsidiary. And a division can guarantee itself. It's about time you learn to play. So I don't guarantee that car, building, or house On your SSN, it's SS4. And as you receive money, you don't pay tax, so you're profitable too. And then you learn to daisy chain credit. But again, you got to learn to play. Look at the corporation you have today. If you do, if it's got your name on it, hopefully scares you know what out of you. If you use your home address, change it, please. So the goal is to put your ducks in a row. All right, if the corporation is ever sued, they tend to sue you because that made you a duck. You became a duck, and that sucks. So let's set up the line of defense to give it a try. They're more privately anyway. So if you allow me to do a corporation or division for you using tax ID, that's $2,000 of history added for you. Build the credit reports, Experian, Chanju, and Equifax too. The office sells them for $1,000 each. They're priceless, by the way. Corporate umbrella, and then the division process. So today, if you want, I actually discounted to $500 each. 3 for $1,500 today. I'm putting 4 for the $1,500 today, as long as it's done during the webinar with me. You Zell, now. Put RW in your Zell. If not, you have to pay $1,000 each when you call the office too. The goal should be $1 million of credit cards, up to $5.4 million in checkbook money. That should be your honest goal. Getting that $100,000 to $1 million of supply and vendor credit too. Under Dun & Bradstreet, what I wrote years ago too. We get to play. Let's look at basically what I call checkbook money. You see, this is the banks that say unsecured business line. All right, Bank of America, Chase, U.S. Bank, Wells Fargo. All right, and as we play, Navy, Fed, and more. So if you'd like some checkbook money up to $5.4 million, let me know, please. Then I can rebuild you and get you the $1 million dream, as long as you have a corporation. All right, that's 2 years old. They'll actually do it for you in checkbook money. If not, then you pick one, or you do this year and you just wait till next year. Or if you want, I have them in stock. So if you want, the office sells it for $9.99. If you want them to file it in a different state for foreign corp, or also they charge $250 to do that too. So if you want, discounted through me is $4.99. That is the price you get today if it is Zelle during the webinar with me, $4.99. There's your Zelle, ultimate goal, learning to play. Keep in mind, I got 8 classes on Saturday in rotation during the 10. And this Saturday, we got stock kit. Ultimate goal, $9.99 for the 90 days of special classes, or $4.99 per class. It's up to you. So this, understand, you got to stop this crazy stuff. I'm going to crash. That makes no sense to me. Now, knowing there are 2 cards, you can max out $1 million, and they don't fluctuate your score ever. You can maintain that 750 and above from now on too. Every cash application requires a certified CFO. If you want me to build one for you, let me know, because I'll build it off my history for $9.99 for you. If you'd like 4 of them, 2 for you, 2 for the corporation, normally $4,000, today it's $19.98. There you go, during the webinar only. There's your Zelle. As you play, if you have any problems processing Zelle or getting this done during the webinar, you call 800-510-3338. You ask for Scott. He is our controller. He'll basically help you with that order too. From there, remember, we don't use personal credit to start a business. That'd be silly and dumb. We're using corporate credit because borrow money is not taxable. Exorbitant taxation, screw up, it's a division. You mess up the corp, you never do the other divisions, and you never bring the pain home. You can learn to play if you want to. You see, you got to buy your lifetime income because it doesn't go away. The bills, that is, too. So have your cake and eat it, too. Raise rules, become a certified CFO, and never bring the pain home. Got it today? So understand, if I wrote you a check for $1 million, what would you do? Sorry, you'd probably put it in your personal account. I would have told you no, because that'd be stupid. You put it in a corporation. Then I tell you to leverage it first, and you pay all your bills. And the bottom line is you pay tax on the leftover. No leftover, no tax. So let's understand the United States of America Incorporated. They picked 50 corporations called states. States got corporations called cities. They invented a Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act. So they can bankrupt the dead, stay in business in your face. And you can do the same thing too, as long as you have no intent to defraud. But again, that's up to you too. as you play Google bankruptcy today. SSN, SS4. Who wants to be the duck the next time things screw up? You or your corporate division? Let me add you to my credit system. All that I can do is build you up to $1 million. All right, the ultimate goal, you got to go to class, not following your what, and follow through, and follow through. See, what happens on corporations, well, you probably did if you have one, you spend thousands of dollars on something, you didn't learn diddly squat, sorry to say. Corporations are free, you pay a little filing fee. California waived the fee till June of this year, so you don't have to be a duck or a sheep. Let's show you a starter package for beginners. Rapper rescore, basically credit rebuild. Articles also tax you if you don't have them. We'll hand them to you for free. Set up in level 1 every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time with me. Simple. It's live. I'll build you $5,000 of credit to you in the corporation. That's going to give you 2.5 times your money back. National average for corp is $3,000, but today I'm discounting that to $999. Now you get 5 times your money back. No more excuses. All you got to do is step up to the plate, learn to win. Made in the making, you owe me $5,000, you get $25,000 of credit. Today, discounted to $24.99. That gives you 10 times your money back to you. Ultimate goal. We can play, and we'll expedite everything for you too. So beat your doubt, run your race. Let me repackage you. Just get out of my way. Step 11 today. Understand what this means to you. Getting past go. I like goodies. Do you like the goodies too? Mansions in the harbor, race boats, let's say the Ray Reynolds University.com, yachts, helicopters, Lamborghinis, and buildings too. Now, I'd like you to change your driver's license, if you would please, to a mailing and physical address. No, never physical. I like it to be mailbox, etc. So P.O. box or mailing address, whatever you can do, please, in your state today. Now let's look at the car you drive today. Sorry to say. You see, what you did is you let them sweat you for 5 hours. That made you a sheep and a duck. You lost 5,000. You got 9 inquiries. You should have on that piece of paper you gave them and took a picture and say, run my credit. Okay, ultimate goes up to you as we play the game. By the way, that's step what? All right, number basically as we go through this. From there, let's understand, not bring the pain home. Step 13, we get to play. So keep in mind today, fleet price tax ID division. We're going to buy cars my way from now on. Doesn't show up on personal reports. You don't need gap insurance. It's a corporate car. The ultimate goal, you learn to be a certified CFO. See, if you lose the car or a house, the creditor reports it to the IRS as a 1099-C. Now you have 2 problems. You have a tax problem and the creditor problem. You actually made it worse than it needed to be. Every registration for a car should be a division. In case there's a bumpity bump, they get diddly squat if they want to sue. The ultimate goes step 14 today for you. Let's play and understand every division should be the registrant of a car, even though it's a Lamborghini too. Your paycheck, your goals, your corporation, your divisions, when you basically get properties and you want to lease them out, put them in divisions. You don't know which one gonna fall and sue you and screw you up too. Your paychecks be offset by your house payment. Amazon didn't pay any tax on that first 10 billion to trillion. Why would they do that? You see, they're playing the game. They know how to play. There's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. He bought Twitter in 24 hours using a line of credit. And that's twiddly-dee and twiddly-dum. From there, he's got a spaceship too. So do the other 2 guys. You could actually win the game and learn to play as long as you join the club. But it's up to you. Step 15 today. Carl's lines of credit are more than he brings in into the billions. No tax, state or federal. Walt Disney, duck taxes. It's in Newsweek. They didn't want to pay tax on $1 billion, so they wrote an IOU to themselves. If you have a problem placing an order anytime, 800-510-3338. You ask for Scott. He is our controller. Run your life through a corporation in conjunction. Ultimate goal. So now we got to do what? Pay tax or buy a Lamborghini? You see, your paycheck, I call it, and they say it's called taxable income, right? You get the leftover. You're paying the car payment, gas, registration, insurance. Why don't you yell no and start driving a company car like I do? Why don't you get an SS4 today and find out it does say banking and credit purposes. It's free, public record, irs.gov. It'll show you don't have to be a duck, because when they sue you, you got a duck. So here's mama. She delivered a baby. All right, the hospital. Nixon's already took the gold standard out. Hospital literally demanded my wife to sign the SSN, or they wouldn't release the baby in the store of the car so you can go home. Ultimate goal. So we can play. Buy a house today, escrow, close homestead trust. You have a house out in a trust and they sue you, they take it away, and when you die, it's stuck in a probate and your family got diddly squat. I guess why not? I don't understand stupid. Do you understand stupid yet? You see, the reality is the lack of knowledge. You hire the contractor to fix up a property. They hire the subcontractor that's down outside Home Depot. Good workers. When they slip, fall, and cut corners and they sue you, they take everything you got. All right, what you should have did is listen to me, plan the problem, so they get diddly squat. Why not? So let's understand today. I want you to look up an irrevocable trust. That's what I tell you to do, but it's up to you. Step number 19. 6 more to go. Ray, I don't want to pay tax. I tell people to knock off the crap. You can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. Wesley Snipes tried it. He went to prison for 3 years, a $5 million fine. Get the form called S55. Understand from their IRS, 655. All right, from there, 433A and B. So the 656 form, ultimate goal. We could play the game step number 20 today. Keep in mind, you could actually be an OPM, save up to 70%. No bill due up to 90 days. Very simple. You close an escrow. You got 200,000 left over. What do? Most people act like they're rich and they piss it away and they're broke the next day. I tell you to use Ray's rules. Leverage it to 15 million and use borrow money because it's not taxable. Set him to line of defense. That's step 21 called blackjack, by the way. Now, here's my office in 2009. 22,000 square feet. I'm in 3 locations, 2 out of state, doing up to $1 million a day. But the bottom line is I came out of a coma and found out they stole my life. What am I supposed to do? Go boo-hoo? Nope. I took my blueprint out. See it, believe it, go get it. And that's exactly what I want you to do too. From there, I pulled up my closet divisions. Took the closet credit I had. And then I built another $1 million of credit again too. See, there's no reason to bring the pain home. There never has been. You see, you got 1,000 steps to millionaire. Become a certified CFO. Here we go again. Corporations illegal what? We build credit to the corporation, tax ID, and the divisions. The only credit you can write off on this planet anyway. Corporate umbrella. As we do this, remember, very simple. Every tax ID is entitled to cash credit reports. Cash credit. Checkbook money. You say $1 million, I'll say 9 divisions. From there, you say 5 million, I'll say 41. Ultimate goal, corporate umbrella. What are we going to do today? The office sells them for $1,000 each. I will discount them to you for $500 each. That basically, I'll give you 4 for $1,500 during the broadcast only. So you better Zell now. Write what the Zell's for and put RW on that too. What are you willing to lose? Family, corporation, division? So understand, if we play chess today, we both lose pieces on both sides. The ultimate goal, my way, we both get checkmate. That's step 23 today, by the way. If you want to refer people, please do. I'll build more credit for you. Zell you back 10%, as long as they say you referred them the moment they sign up, not a week later or 2. Remember, reaching the dream, think to be the impossible. I've been doing it all my life, Ray's rules. Training people to be certified CFOs under the corp and getting to the $1 million dream. Ultimate goal, never forget credit loan money. If you ever want to get to financial freedom, let me know, please, because I'll make you a corporate millionaire. So don't forget, I got this event on the 28th, 29th, and 30th. We're going to the 18 books. If you're in the 6 months program, your fee is $1,000. If not, you can join us if you want for the 3 days. All right, and get some bonuses too, level 1, 2, and specialty classes. All right, and $50,000 of credit. It's about $9,000 of bonuses. And what happens today, you get it for $39.99. It's discounted, $2,000 today. If you don't want the bonuses, it's $19.99 for 3 days. There you go. There's your Zell, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. So I'd like to make you a money-making machine, please. So if you want a lines of credit added to your package, we charge 10%. If you're a client, they have a $50,000 for $19.99 and $100,000 for $39.99. Ultimate goal, that's only good during the broadcast. Let me add you to my system. It builds you up, and away. I can show you how to get the American dream. As long as you let me analyze, you can get your credit right away in about 90 working days. So understand, never have joint credit, just in the way. Buy a house, escrow close, homestead trust. Why people spend thousands for a corporation, I don't understand. When they're free, you just pay a little filing fee. They didn't learn diddly squat. Now understand something today, corporation division, process, real estate franchise, current business, and line of defense. Ray's rules are simple. I build and give bonus cash credit to take away excuses so you can finance the business and get the American dream. That is step 24 today. As we play, and all you want from me is a 750. Okay, I'll analyze your credit, add history to you, that's it, and we'll get you the 750. If you want a corporation, we'll make you the corporate millionaire. Understand, we're going to do basically tear apart the reports. We're going to do rapid rescore. You go to class on Saturday. 750 is the target. Normally charge $1,000, and we get you $1,000 card back so you can reimburse yourself. We discount it to $499 during the broadcast with me only, and that card becomes $500. I get you, so you reimburse yourself 100%. Starter package, very simple. Credit rebuilding, rapid score. Articles also tax ID are free if you don't have them. Set up in level 1, literally on Saturday and Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Discounted today to $999, 5,000 credit back to you, 5 times your investment. Takes away your excuses. From here, we have basically Main of the Making. Normally 5,000 discounted to $24.99, and that gives you 10 times your money back today. All right, but again, it's during the broadcast only. So if you want me to expedite it, your goal is to Zelle now. Put RW in your Zelle. If you ever have a problem, you call 800-510-3338. You ask for Scott. He is our controller. A corporation with divisions makes sense. Use the line of defense. Corporation doing business, to me, I think it's stupid because when they sue it, they sue you. You want to not bring the pain home? I'll show you exactly how to do that step by step while I do the work for you. Banks and grocery stores do this in front of you. The goal is to stop bringing the pain home, become a certified CFO, and literally reprogram your brain to millionaire status. Look behind that curtain. Stay safe, stay strong. We do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. So at the end of the day, your opportunities to get into workshops starting tomorrow means you got to call 800-510-3338. Zelle. Any problem with that? Call the office and ask for Scott. All we got to do is understand I'm here to help you 6 days a week. I have no excuses. Neither do you. So we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And we never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.